So this story is from USA Today. EPA removes climate change data, other scientific information from website. Yeah. So now when people ask them about this, their response was, well, look, relax. It's just being updated. That's it. Making it seem like we're against science or something. We're not against science. But what does that mean? It's getting updated, because when you talk about scientific data on a government webpage, on the EPA webpage, with scientific data, you don't ever get rid of it and like put different stuff up. You add to the scientific data. Like, do they not get that fundamental difference? You can't just like, oh, erase that and then we'll put something. No. Like, if there's new scientific data, okay, add the new scientific data. It doesn't mean you get rid of the old ones, because the old stuff is still true. But that they don't, guys, that's the point. They are anti-science. And this isn't, I mean, it shouldn't come as a shock to any of you, because Scott Pruitt was on TV the other day, probably a month or so ago, talking about how, carbon dioxide, yeah. I don't think it's a primary contributor to climate change. Yeah. And then when he was finally called out on that by, I think, Chris Wallace, later on, he kept moving the goalpost. He went from, carbon dioxide, that's like not a primary contributor. Then he moved the goalpost to, sure, it's a contributor, but we don't know how much humans are involved with that. And then Chris Wallace is like, yeah, but it's not like monkeys driving cars. We're kind of pumping the carbon into the atmosphere. He's like, yeah, but it might be like a good thing, climate change. Just a fucking clinic and goalpost moving. It's not happening, and climate change has nothing to do with it. Okay, maybe it's happening, but it's not our fault. Okay, fine, it's our fault, but it might be a good thing. Like, they just keep fucking move. Why? Because they're bought by the oil and gas industry. This is a guy who sued the EPA over a dozen times. Now he's the head of the EPA. His only directive is going to be, let industry do whatever the fuck they want to do. Don't worry about pollution. They got rid of Obama's, rules, new energy rules that would have saved thousands of lives, because it limits the pollution, and so you don't, breathe in disgusting shit over all these years and develop diseases and all these problems. They don't care. They're totally bought and owned by the industry, and they view their job as to defend the industry. And Scott Pruitt, he goes as far as to say, look, even if it were all true, everything the progressives say about climate change, which it is, of course, we still constitutionally wouldn't be able to act to change it. And it is what it is. What are we going to do? Our hands are tied. Think about how extreme a position that is. So the Environmental Protection Agency is not constitutionally allowed to do environmental protection. I told you guys, man, I'm losing hope, because we have climate change right now. The amount of carbon in the atmosphere, it's 410 parts per million, I think, right now. Or maybe even a little more than that. It's more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than there's been in 50 million years. We're in uncharted waters here. So this is the worst case scenario, and these anti-science, corrupt idiots in government don't even think it's happening. Never mind, like the Democrats, they think it's happening, but their solutions go like 5% of the way to what we need to really do, or maybe 20% at most. So think about how fucked we are. Either we address the problem 5% or 20% of the way, or we do nothing. Bye, humanity. It was nice knowing you.